Did you know Benimaru once survived 100 days inside a prison of flame-resistant nightmares, each one crafted to humiliate, maim, and ultimately evolve him into something even Rimuru couldn't predict? It was called the Ember Crucible, a pocket realm forged by Rimuru and Raphael, not for training, but for transcendence. Inside, time bent, pain lingered, and Benimaru was alone. No Shuna, no soldiers, no backup. Just a cursed rule. Every 10 days, a new creature would emerge, designed specifically to extinguish him. On day 1, the ash wallow came crawling. A molten centipede that feasted on fire and grew stronger with every blaze. Benimaru's flames only made it larger, so he did something insane. He ignited his own blood. And from that suicidal defiance was born Pyrolysis Edge, a fire sharp enough to cleave atoms. On day 11, Voltusk descended part lightning, part storm, immune to all combustion. Benimaru adapted. He compressed his flames until they warped magnetism itself, giving birth to static flame, lightning, eating infernos that wrapped around the beast like hungry vipers. Day 21 cracked the earth with Cryomauler, a glacier worm that froze fire mid-air. But Benimaru carved a sigil of reversal into his chest and summoned Black Frostfire, a paradox cold flames that burned at absolute zero. When Ember Leech arrived on day 31, a demon that only consumed souls, Benimaru's fire passed through it uselessly. But rage is inventive. From his hatred came Phantom Blaze, a cursed flame that targets memory, igniting the very idea of self. The demon screamed as it forgot why it existed, then burned into silence. Day 41 shattered the sky with Terrakan, an obsidian giant immune to all magic. Benimaru stopped using magic. Instead, he carved flame runes into his own sword and birthed Core Brand Flame, a heat that strikes your core, ignoring armor, spell, or prayer. By day 51, the void opened and out slithered Gapmaw, a temporal predator that swallowed time itself. Benimaru laughed. He forged Chrono Flare, a flame that exploded in reverse. The shark blinked and its mouth detonated before it ever opened. Day 61 was worse. Hollowhound. No body, no substance, just killing intent made real. Benimaru shut his eyes and fought with will alone. The result? Ego Inferna. Wherever he looked, things burned. Day 71 was betrayal incarnate. Benimaru Prime, a perfect clone of himself made from his discarded fury and ash. For 9 days they clashed, until Benimaru stepped through his own flame and devoured his past. From that madness rose Void Ember, a sentient fire that remembered every scar it ever left. Day 81 wept. Cinder Mother descended, a sorrow elemental who extinguished all fire with her tears. Benimaru did not resist. He embraced the grief. And from that moment, Mercy Fire was born aflame that only burns those who regret. The battlefield whispered with screams of the damned. On day 91 came the final sin, Ash King Orthuan, a dead god walking, whose breath corroded dimensions. Benimaru, broken and raw, laughed. He'd been forged in despair, sharpened by isolation, and crowned by agony. He stepped into the void, his body peeling away, his soul on fire, and lit one final blaze. No explosion, no roar. Just a silent ember, a tiny black spark that passed through the god's chest. That was all. Orthuan collapsed. His divine core blinked out like a candle. Benimaru stood charred, bleeding, smiling. And behind him, a flame not of color, but of memory. A flame that learned, that remembered every creature, every death, every failure. Rimuru opened the gate and saw it in his eyes. Benimaru had not mastered fire. He had become its god, and now his flames did not burn, they judged. That's why they call it the Crucible of Cinders, because what stepped out wasn't a soldier. It was the flame that devours nations,